I was going to say put some heels on, honey, but that's a dude, so don't. But put some, like, dress shoes on.
Cover those toes, buddy.
Yes,
all right?
cover
And
the
if
toes.
you dare flip-flop with the socks on, go home. Don't even bring it.
1, 2, 3.
Stand up, girl.
Not break the microphone.
Hey, what's up? I'm MJ.
And I'm Bree.
And we're just a couple of Vegas girls.
Living the not so Vegas life.
Yeah, but we're not regular Vegas girls.
We're cool Vegas girls. Kinda.
And this is the Keeping It Casual podcast.
Where we talk about everything and nothing all at once. Let's do it.
I like when you saying it out.
Oh, let's do it.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
I love that stupid movie.
Hey, girl, hey.
Hey, good morning.
Remember we were talking about, like, everybody has a crutch word, like a word
Yeah.
they say a lot? I think mine is girl.
Girl.
But I'm not mad about that. I'm keeping it.
No.
But my other word is dope. Dope.
Yeah, mine's like.
Like.
I feel like you could, hey, there it is again, turn how much I say like in this podcast into a drinking game.
Yes.
I don't suggest it, listeners.
Yeah, you'll get tanked.
Yeah.
I think like and are a casual part of conversation.
Yeah.
But we all have our, like, catchwords,
Yeah.
you know? Like, side note, I am getting over a horrible cold. I
Yes.
sounded like DMX just 3 days ago.
She was like, make them say,
I was like, where my dog's at? I had to call the boss. I was like, yo, DMX ain't coming in tomorrow. He's like, who is this?
It was like, who is this? Why does it say MJ's calling me?
Who is this man on the phone? Oh my God, the recovery.
Luckily, Chris and your mom helped you with the kids and stuff, so you could just like relax
Yes.
and get over the cold.
You know what's crazy? The best thing about having a cold and having a pool is just like you feel good in the pool because you can just cough all over the place and your
Yeah.
sinuses, you're all just.
Oh, because, in the middle of the frickin' summer out here, the last thing you want to be doing is buried under blanket.
Yeah, and you just want some fresh air. So it's just like swimming in my pool. It's like, I feel alive. The second I got out of the pool, I was like, no, I feel dead again.
Yeah,
So-
I would have been just like sitting in your jacuzzi all weekend, like, fuck my life.
Yeah.
But luckily, I thought I caught it, but I didn't. I was
Oh.
just like, I think because there's all this smoke in the air right now from the fires coming in.
Yes.
I think
California
that's what
fires.
was bothering me.
Yeah, it's very hazy here because the California fires are no joke. And
No.
Damn. Could you imagine? It's
poor
so
people.
hazy here. Could you imagine how it is there?
Our heart goes out to you all.
Yes. So in other news, a lot to catch up on.
Yes.
A lot. Did so much in the last week. First things first, my hair's under construction. Okay.
Oh.
Because I had a cold, hard realization when you have blonde hair and you swim in the pool, it's going to turn green.
Oh, yeah. What you're supposed to do is you're supposed to get it wet with non-chlorine water first and then go swimming in the pool.
Yes, always. Those are the rules. Either don't get it wet, put on a cap, which that's
No,
not the
nobody's gonna
look.
do that. No.
All right. So you got to get it wet before you get in the pool, and you got to wet it the second you get out of the pool.
Yeah.
But I've been like free spirited. I don't give a shit. My daughter has learned to swim.
Yes.
She is 3.5, and she learned to swim.
Yes.
Mama taught her how to swim.
Yes.
So I am excited. So the green hair is worth it. But I went to a little birthday party yesterday, and they have a bunch of kids, and the
Yeah.
two little 8-year-olds run up. They're like, oh my God, your hair is so cool. I was like, really? They're like, you dyed it green.
Oopsie.
I was like, I did not, but you've made it clear that it's officially green now. Thank you very much. They're like, but it looks so cool. I'm like, I love you so much.
Do you want me to bring you some purple shampoo?
Okay, so I Googled last night. I was like, what am I gonna do? Like, I need to
Purple balances green.
get behind this.
Yeah.
I didn't have any, so I read that you could do half a tablespoon of baking soda
Mhm.
and mix it with water. So I tried that, and I think it did tone it a little bit.
It definitely doesn't look very green, but
Look.
Okay, I see it. Yes, I'll bring you some purple shampoo
Yeah.
tomorrow. Just text me.
Does it look like super green? 'Cause
No, it doesn't
was-
look super green, but I could see it looks
Mhm.
ashy. It looks
Yes.
like you used an ashy toner as opposed to a violet toner.
Ugh, yeah. So, anyways, that's and then you must follow up with a hair mask because my hair was like impossible to comb this morning.
Oh,
so.
I believe it because of all the chlorine. Oof.
So the green hair is under construction, but worth it because Vivian can swim. So what about you? What did you get into?
Well, I had a girlfriend who was accepting an award.
Ah,
So it was like a really nice ceremony, and like I got all dressed up, and my friend got dressed up, and her boyfriend was there, and he was supposed to like present it to her.
oh,
He just
He didn't?
Well, he did.
Oh.
But it was like a you need to dress business casual type of affair. And he like showed up and he was wearing like sandals and like the pants were kind of nice and the shirt was kind of nice, but he had his like, instead of like styling his hair, he had it like up in one of those like high man buns.
Oh no.
I know, and I was just kind of like, what the fuck, dude?
You can't man bun at a formal event.
Yeah, and he just looked trashy to me, and she looked so beautiful and like on point and was in like just this spiffy little outfit, and
He didn't represent for her.
he did not represent for her, and that pissed me off. I represented for her.
Yeah.
Our other friend represented for her. And we both looked at each other. We were like, what the fuck is wrong with this guy? And of course, I'm not going to say anything to her like, oh, your boyfriend
No,
sucks.
You cannot.
Yeah, you got to just like keep it on the down low. But I was talking to my guy I'm dating about this. And I was like, I kind of vented to him. I was like, I just thought it was so disrespectful. I was like, if I show up to any of your shows or anything, I'm going to look nice because I am a representation of you. And he was like, I mean, you always look nice. And I was like, well, thank you. But he goes, you can wear whatever you want. And I was like, I understand that. But if I'm a representation of you, if I'm a guest of you, I'm not going to look like a bum. And he's like, well, I appreciate that. And he's like, and that's how it should be. And I agree. That's how it fucking should be.
Right. I know. Sometimes we put higher expectations on other people than they even do for themselves. You know?
Yeah.
And it's just, I've done that before. I've been a victim of like putting high expectations on people and they don't follow through, and then they disappoint me, and it's just like, sometimes you got better expectations for yourself.
Well, not only like, I put very high expectations on myself for something like that, for a big event like that, for somebody. You need to look nice. You need to show up. You need to respect them, and you need to respect what's happening to them.
Yeah.
Not only did he show up looking kind of not great, he made her late. Like, I don't know what he was doing.
What?
He made her late to this event. Yeah.
Just completely just inconsiderate.
Yeah, just inconsiderate thing. And like, yeah, he has kids that he had to get ready and stuff, but I'm sure she was helping with that.
We all got kids. That is the struggle. That is the drama and the struggle. Like, get yourself ready and get the kids.
You might have to wake up earlier than you like.
5 hours earlier than your usual predicted time.
Yeah, but fucking show up and represent for your spouse.
Yeah. There's excuses. You can make excuses for everything, but when things are important and you got to show up.
Yeah.
You know, it's like how do you show up for somebody? Are you somebody that's just like, I'm going to try my best and make excuses, or are you really going to stop with the excuses and be better next time?
And not only
Or is it just something you always do? Right?
I think it's something he always does. Because as we're waiting to go into like the ceremony, he said something like, he was like, oh, I didn't actually do the internet research on what, like, because he was supposed to say something formal and then like say his own thing on like what I'm supposed to say. And I just was like, you fucking dick.
I didn't even research like what I was supposed to do. I'm here. Be lucky I'm here.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Come down from your high horse.
And get your sandals off always.
Exactly. If you're supposed to be at an event, I was going to say put some heels on, honey, but that's a dude, so don't. But put some like dress shoes on.
Cover those toes, buddy.
Yes,
all right? And if
toes.
you dare flip-flop with the socks on, go home. Don't even bring it.
Well, and then we get downstairs to like the reception part afterwards, and he's like not even mingling with anybody. He's just kind of like awkwardly standing off to the side. And I was like, and now granted, I was with one of our other friends, one of our mutual friends who was invited, and we just kind of like got food and sat to ourselves. But you know, as like people came up and talked to us, we were nice.
Sure.
You know, but he was just like off to the side with his kids, and that's it. And I was just like, oh God.
It's really hard when you see like friends and people that you care about, like in relationships or just with people that you don't think that respect or deserve them, you know? And you don't know how to like, you got to just vent to your other friends about it, you know? But really, you just got to stay out of it because
exactly.
They're going to put up with what they will until they've had enough.
Yeah.
And when you're in love, you dismiss all the red flags and you just kind of, you know, you deal with shit. You know, I hear you.
Oh, so that was
hear
that.
ya.
I mean, and then that was on weekday, so I took like a weekend off for it, but I didn't really do anything else this weekend. I read, I caught up on my Well, I didn't catch up on my homework. I got ahead on my homework.
Oh, very
And-
productive weekend.
Yeah, and then I saw my guy, and we nothing fancy
Okay.
happened.
I got surprise last minute tickets to the Jabbawockeez.
Oh shit! Did
Yes.
you finally?
Swimming in the pool all day. It was my niece's birthday, so I got a call from a friend that was like, "Hey, we've got extra seats. Works at the MGM
Yeah.
properties. It was like, would you like to go see Jabbawockeez?" And I told my niece, I said, "So you want to go see?" I was like, "Get ready in an hour. We're going to Jabbawockeez," and she was like, "Ah!" So. Anyhow, we went. It was hilarious. Like, they are like so dope that I was sitting there like watching them, just being like, I feel so cool right now because they're just so cool. They're like the breakdancing like baddest motherfuckers on the planet.
Oh, that's
you know?
awesome.
But it was so fun. And so I'm sitting there. My sister was there too, and she's like, I am like so hot for the Jabbawockeez right now. And I'm like, girl, I know, like the way they move and pop and lock and just that. And I was like, I'm secretly, we're having this little like conversation. I'm like, I'm secretly wondering, like, would I have sex with a guy in a mask that moved like that? She's like, oh yeah, I would. Just by the way they like popped and locked it over to us and like we're moving and they're like looking at you through this weird like Jabberwocky mask and you're like, yeah, I'm about it. I like it.
I feel like
move it this way.
I don't know. I don't think I've not seen them like live, so that might change my mind.
Yes. All that the way they move, you're just like, you waking some stuff up. What's going on over here? Like my sister was straight up like, I got the hots for the Jabberwocky.
And then they take the mask off and you're like, oh, I don't want to see you. Put that mask back on, please.
Yeah, the Jabberwocky was that was a fun show. Great show if you're in Vegas to go see.
Good to know.
What else happened? Oh, okay. So you ever seen those horrible shows where like it's like dance moms or like
Yes.
the moms that are like really I think I had
toddlers and tiaras.
Yes. Okay. So I had like kind of one of those moments because in Vegas, I found the like mom secret, like for $20 for the whole month, you can send your daughter to gymnastics once a week, right? She's 3, so I'm getting her into the groove. And at the places, the moms are like, the one over here, just a couple of blocks away, same price. They have a full gymnastics gym,
Oh,
and so
God. It's like she's 3.
Yeah. So, but I'm like, yeah, well, I want to go to that one. So I wake up in the morning and I'm like, okay, 8 a.m. registration. Let me just give them a call. And they're like, please hold. I'm like, okay. So I'm like getting up, brushing my teeth. I'm still on hold. And I'm like, it's been 8 minutes? Like, what? So I call back and I'm like, hello. She's like, okay, please hold. I was like, no. I said, I'm just calling to like book a class. Can I book a class? She's like, ma'am, it's registration day and there's a line out the door. So you can either hold or I suggest you just come down here and register your kid. I was like, it's that serious? She goes, it's that serious. And then put me on hold again. I was like, okay, bitch. So I'm like on hold. I was like, babe, I'm going down there. And I'm like, I feel like one of those dance moms. That's what I said to Chris. He goes, you're bad. I go, I'm getting her into that damn class.
So we're going to start calling you Dina Lohan now.
Oh my God. So I flew down there and I got her into this cute little gym. It's next month. But I was like, what's the deal? Is this how it's got to be every month? She's like, no, it's like people are registering for the fall and they have like all kind of sports. But anyways, I was just having my moment of like, am I going to be like one of those moms? All right, point your toes. Like, let's get going. Like,
you're momageering it up.
No, I will not do that again. But I did have a moment and I was like, you need to check yourself, girl. You need to check yourself.
Wow. That's...
Yeah, so
No. Vivian, I have a feeling, is going to be very good at like probably like ballet or something. I could see her like going that route.
I did sign her up for ballet. So she's ballet and gymnastics next month is when she's starting. So it's cute. But, a funny little situation I had to tell you about.
Okay.
This is more our dating and relating stuff that we love to talk about. So 4 of my girlfriends got together. One of them's in nursing school, so she brought a couple of her friends. I brought my girl Brittany, and we all went and took a commit dance class.
Okay.
So this is like, it's a step up from Zumba and mixed fit. It's like the new fitness dance. So
Yeah, okay.
It's a lot of booty shaking, so you feel like gangsters. So I was in there like,
You
I
would
had that
lock it,
face.
drop it.
Yes, I had that face on the whole time. And so we felt so cool. Afterwards, we went and had some beers, right? Across the street. Strawberry beers because we're gangster as fuck. So I'm talking to one of the girls who was a first responder. She's in nursing school, and she's a paramedic, right?
Okay.
So I'm like, Vegas is a small town. I'm like, I dated a paramedic before. And she goes, oh, yeah? What's his name? So I told her his name. She goes, oh, my God. And she like dropped his last name. She's like, was that him? And I'm like, I don't know, but it sounds familiar. So anyhow, this guy was super cool. Very cute. Just like good dude, but
just didn't work out.
The timing was bad. Like it was when I'm getting out of a relationship and he's probably ready to settle down.
Yeah.
So it was one of those situations where good dude, but just bad timing.
Yeah.
And I think it happens to everybody.
Yeah,
you know?
we all go through that. Or, sometimes the good dude is just not the dude for you.
Yes, a little bit of all of that.
Yeah.
So anyways, I was just like, nah, I'm not feeling this. But we were joking because she's single and she's like, it's so hard to meet people. She goes, I don't do none of the Tinder apps. I'm just done. She goes, plus being a paramedic, she's like, I see so much firsthand craziness. Like nothing shocks me. And she's like, and when I go to have conversations with people, like, they don't want to hear that shit. And I go, honestly, on our first date, my first date with the paramedic, I go, all of a sudden, I'm sitting there, we're drinking tequila at the bar, and the bartender's kind of looping around, and he's showing me pictures of like an exploded ball sack. And
oh
like,
my God.
Like, I'm like, oh God, can you stop? Like, this is the kind of conversation he's having, right?
Yeah, I have a friend who's a first responder. You've met her.
Yes.
And she, she told me, she said, I think at this point I can only date another first responder because they know what I'm going through.
Yes. It's pretty hard because, so I'm telling her this and I'm like, so even the bartender had like went to the bathroom.
Yeah.
Or no, he went to the bathroom. The bartender comes over and he goes, is this your first date? And I was like, yes. He goes, was he talking about an exploded ball sack? I go, yes. After he told me somebody jumped off the top of the palms and like like this date is driving me crazy. He's like, here's another tequila shot. I'm like, thank you.
Oh, shit.
So anyways, I'm joking with her about this. So 10 minutes later, she's telling me about some of her horror stories. And I look at her and I go, second first date with a paramedic and I got more exploding people stories. Like, this is too much.
Oh, gosh.
Yeah, so we laughed about that and come to find out was the dude. She does know him. She goes, oh, and he said you're an awesome person. I was like, okay, yeah.
Cool. Maybe they should date.
I was kind of thinking that. I was like, hey, it was very casual. It was only like a few weeks, But I was like, yeah, good catch. You should go for that.
They should date. They should date.
Yeah, I was like, he's a good dude. Just it was bad timing for us, but I thought that was funny.
That was funny.
And if you are a paramedic, just take it easy on your first dates because not everybody can handle that shit.
If you're not on a date with another first responder, if you're on a date with one of us normal folk, unless it's like me where I'm like, tell me all about the true crime.
Oh, yeah. Would you like that?
I don't think so. I don't know.
It's more like, there's the true crime, the mystery of it, and then there's like
the actuality.
Gory details.
Yeah, I don't like bloody, gory details. You're right.
I think my eyes were crossing. I was like, ugh. And then she's going on. I go, stop.
See, and I think that's why like I like true crime podcasts, but I'm not that into like shows on ID because they'll show pictures of stuff, and I'm like, I don't fucking want to see that.
No, so it's more like the mystery.
Yeah,
the mystery is fun, but we can't go all the way.
The reality, no.
Do you think there's got to be jobs out there, and I guess this is a good question. Do you feel like you're in a job where you could only date people that are in your same field because otherwise they just wouldn't understand?
Like if you work at a mortuary and you like embalm people.
Oh God, you would probably date well with a with a paramedic.
With paramedics or like those people that have to go in and clean crime scenes.
Oh my God, like the Dexters.
Yeah, like the cleaners. I think they're called cleaners. They go in and they have to clean up crime scenes after like the police have done their investigation in the crime scene.
That is a great question. Like if you think you're in the type of job where you can only date people in your field because you just can't relate to people, like, let us know. Send us an email, feedback at keepingitcasualpodcast.com. But I don't know. I was like, girl, you may be right.
God, I don't think I could date another person in radio. I think I'd kill him.
I think that's because
there's like competition with that.
There's a little bit of a ego that goes into it. You need some things you need a balance, and some things you need
somebody who understands.
Yeah, I guess so. Like my mom's a nurse and my dad's in the military. And, but my mom's never been one to tell us gory details.
No.
She knows I'll just faint.
You'll just be like, no, stop.
I
please."
can't stop. Yeah.
Yeah. You know what's funny is I was talking to my friend and he was telling me, he's like, you know, it amazes me how much ego there is in radio. And I was like, trust me, it amazes me too.
It's especially if
Old radio.
yeah, especially if there's a lot of money on the line
Yeah.
and you've had like a 20-year run morning show or but that's okay. It's expected.
Yeah.
I
But he doesn't work in the industry. He just has like a friend, me in the industry and some of his friends in the industry. And he's just like, it amazes me how much ego there is. He's like, you're not even on TV.
no, it's not. And then you have to be like, okay, slow your roll. Like, what are you doing here? Are you saving lives? No. No, you're not. Are you a part of a charity? No, you're not. You showed up at one event. Like, but
Take it back.
yeah, there's got to be some ego in every single field you're in.
Well,
you
and
know?
I kind of turned that around on him because of his field. I was like, and you don't want to talk about egos in your line of work? And he was like, you have to have an ego in my line of work though, because he's in show business. So
yes.
he's like, you have to. He's like, if I go on stage and I'm all timid and like I don't know what I'm doing.
Mm-mm.
And I was like, yeah, I guess though. I would probably laugh you off the stage if you did that.
I think it's okay to have some ego to give you some, to give you that motivation,
That
to give
swag.
you that. You got to have a little bit of delusion to be like, I can do this.
Yeah,
So you have to
exactly.
really fake it till you make it. But there's like, are you treating people with respect or like they fucking should make way for you? Should they make way for you, or are you just like, treat people as equals? 'Cause
Exactly.
once you start treating them like that, that's one thing I don't play that shit. I've had people treat me like that, so that's the last way I want to treat anybody.
Exactly. I feel like this episode is all about that RESPECT.
Yes, it is. RESPECT. Oh, and like, don't make me laugh because I will start coughing up like I'll cough up a little DMX. That's what's happening over here.
Make them say, na 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 na.
What else went on though? I feel like there was more stuff that went on.
I
but-
watched a documentary. I'm watching this docuseries on ID Network about the Wonderland murders.
Oh my God, I saw that. That was so good.
It's so good, right?
Okay. Did you see the documentary or the movie about it?
No, it's a documentary TV series, but the movie has Val Kilmer in it.
Val
as
Kilmer.
Pete Holmes. Not Pete Holmes. Pete. No, his name. John Holmes.
John Holmes, a.k.a. Johnny Wad. One of the greatest.
The porn star.
One of the greatest porn star names for a big dick motherfucker,
Yes.
okay?
Well, and so I haven't seen that one, but I have seen Boogie Nights, which is loosely based off of the Wonderland murders as well.
yes, it was. That's the one with Dirk Diggler, right?
Mark Wahlberg.
Oof. I gotta say, Heather Graham just like showing us
Skate
how
Girl?
it's done.
Yes.
Roller Girl was the ultimate babe. I was like, when I grow up, I want to be her.
Roller Girl was a babe. You know what, though? It was Julianne Moore who was in the movie, too, right?
Yes, she was so great
She
in
was
it.
hot
With the
as
red
hell,
hair.
yes.
Oh, that was a great movie.
That was.
But yeah, the Wonderland murders. What a sick, like,
Oh, my God. Yeah, so I started watching. It's on the ID Network, and I don't know. I think all the episodes are out. It probably started in June, and I'm just getting around to it now because that's who I am. But it is insane. I started watching it, and I was like, this is so gruesome and disgusting. Like, LAPD said that it looked like people were taking, like, buckets of blood and just throwing it everywhere all over the house.
and you know what? That's really sad because that was all, it's all drugs, man. They all were like a
Yeah.
bunch of cracked out, like,
Yeah, they were called the Wonderland Gang.
dope heads and just like garbage people.
And because they were drug dealers and the door was pretty much open, all the people that went to them to buy drugs, like the crime scene was completely contaminated. They
Yeah.
couldn't really get anything from the crime scene, which is why they've never found out who did it. Because once they all, like, the next morning when they were like, let's go get our drugs, the door was open and they went in and they were like, oh, okay, all these people are dead, but I'm just going to take my drugs and go and take some money. And they, like, the people who bought from them would just went in and like would ransack the house and take what they could. Well, and they were not good people. They would like, this is funny. They would pretend that they were cops and go steal drugs from other drug dealers and money. They'd pretend they were cops. They'd get these like fake badges or steal real badges and be like, this is the police. We're taking this all into evidence, and then just take it and go resell the drugs.
Dude.
John Holmes actually, because he owed the Wonderland Gang a lot of money for his cocaine addiction,
Mhm.
so he would go and do stuff for them. He also like would turn tricks to try get money for drugs.
Oh, he was the worst. He was like the worst, like disgusting, like just devious. He had no respect for anybody.
Did he die of drug use or did he die of AIDS?
He was like, you know what? He was one of the ones that was the first notorious one for like catching it and then spreading it big time.
Oh
like,
yeah, because they didn't have those regulations in porn yet.
No.
Oh my fucking God, that's
Ugh.
awful.
Like that's it, you know.
Oof.
Yeah, that's
rough.
That's a scary place to be.
Because this the documentary I've been watching goes more into the actual murders of it. It doesn't really go into his life, which I like because I feel like a lot of the stuff about the Wonderland murders mostly talks about John Holmes, and I'm like, okay, I understand he rolled with them, but like, let's talk about this more specifically because he got to live. Unsolved mysteries, man. I love them.
The mystery, but not the details.
Oh.
Like let's not get into like the autopsy details afterwards. Oh,
my mom used to watch a show called Autopsy, and it would drive me crazy. Anytime she would put it on, I'd be like, "This is disgusting."
I can't. I'm like, put on Sex in the City. I need fashion. I need good hair. I need a lot of snarky comments. That's my shit right there. I don't want to see any blood at all.
No, I'm with you. Anything else from your weekend?
Yes, girl. We got some real good feedback. You ready to hear this?
Yes. Who's it
Okay.
from?
A new listener. We got an awesome shout out on Facebook from Holly.
Hi, Holly.
It says, "Hey, girls." I think it's catching on. She says, "I'm very into this. This is the smoothest and best sounding first episode of a podcast I've ever heard. I smashed that subscribe button. Boom."
Thank you.
I like that she smashed it. Okay.
Bam.
So obviously she went back to episode 1 because it says, "Regarding the topic of staying friends with an ex.
Oh.
My husband of 12 years is firmly against me being friends Facebook or in real life with any exes. It's frustrating sometimes because he doesn't get it because I was his first girlfriend.
Oh.
I dated a lot before I met him, and I had several serious long-term relationships. However, I understand his worries because I'm a catch, and during our marriage, 2 of my exes have straight up asked me to run away with them."
Okay, well.
I love her confidence.
Yeah, she's like, I got this. I'm a catch, and you go, girl. You
She's
own
like,
that.
2 of them already want me to run away with him. But I wish I could be nosy and just spy on my ex's social media sometimes. I think we all do.
I love spying on my ex's social media. I don't
Do
care.
ya?
Oh, God, I love it.
Only if it comes up casually. I feel like I can only do it if like I'm with a friend and we're like bringing it up and it's like, all right, let's go look. But if it's just like me on my lonesome looking up an ex,
no.
I feel like that's a little
desperate.
It's a little sad and desperate feeling.
You know what, though? If you do that, sometimes I do it like my ex is getting fat and it makes me happy because he's an asshole and he deserves to get fat.
British prick.
Yes. So stuff like that. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, you just because you know what the best revenge of all time is looking fucking good,
looking great, and being your best self while you watch their lives. And you know what? Maybe his life isn't as shit as it seems to be on social media, but it's fun to see his life turn to shit.
It absolutely is. It's like, haha, you are not looking hot right now, so I win.
You're not looking hot. You're not where you wanted your life to be, and fuck you.
You treated me like shit, so you deserve that. That makes me happy. But it says, "Love the show, love you girls." Holly Flanagan, shout out,
Holly.
Thank you for going back to the original and just being
Yes.
awesome. So, couple of more. Do you want to read the other ones?
Yeah. Yes, this is from Ashley. Guys, I can't drink Jaeger at all. Oh, I forgot we asked that in episode 1. What alcohol will you never drink again? Thank you, Ashley. I used to drink so much of it at least a bottle or more a night with an ex when I was like 16. Holy shit.
Yeah.
Fucking A, I can't drink Jaeger because it makes me black out.
Mm-mm.
I was like 16 and he was 19 and blacked out several times.
Yep.
One time took a shower, passed out in the shower. My ex's sister and a female roommate came in and pulled me out and put on shirt and undies on me. I can't even stand the smell of it anymore. Digging the podcast, ladies. Ashley.
All right.
Oh my God.
I feel you.
Marcus, our friend Marcus.
Marcus B?
Marcus B, who we used to work with.
Oh, Marcus B.
What up, Marcus?
Where'd you give us a shout out on?
Facebook.
Facebook.
He said, regarding episode 4, he said, we asked how long has it been. He said, LOL, a year and a few months. And hell yeah, I told her I got extra points for that.
You know you did, Marcus.
What up?
A year and a few months.
Dang.
That's a nice little stretch.
That's a good stretch.
Oh my gosh. Great catch up episode.
Great catch up.
We'll chat with you soon. Send us your feedback. Send us an email. We wanted to know what job do you think you can only date somebody in that
else
field?
And if you are in that field, please let us know.
Yeah.
And let us know if you're dating somebody in that field or outside of that field.
Yeah.
Have a good day, and thanks for listening.
Yes, email us feedback at keepingitcasualpodcast.com.
Yes, bye.
Girl, that was fun.
Another fun conversation with you.
Yes, if you have any feedback, email us feedback at keepingitcasualpodcast.com.
My Twitter is Breemixed, BREEMIXED.
And I'm at MJ Radio Diva, any social platform.
And don't forget to follow us on Instagram at Keeping It Casual Podcast. You get to see live videos, silly little photos of us.
All the dumb photos that we talk about. Anything photo-wise we talk about in the episode, it'll be there.
We look forward to hearing from you.
We'll be back with more gossip about nothing and
everything. Bye.